This sound effect is for Texas A&M.
Get out! Get out!
And while you're at it,
Get out!
Who's ready for some more basketball action? You best guarantee that I am. And so's my ceiling fan. Very nice ceiling fan indeed. All right. And then there's me. Not nearly as nice as the ceiling fan, but I try my best, as always. Oi, fellow comrades, it's Squidtard here. Welcome to the second stream today. Obviously, earlier today, I took my Tardarius Tars to the national championship and survived, more specifically. And, of course, as you all know, surviving equals thriving. Survive and you thrive, and that's exactly what I did. I survived and I thrived. You know who else is thriving? This individual. Look at Fatty over here. Smokey. Look at Smokey. That's my cat. I mean, obviously it's my cat. It's not some hobo's cat. Otherwise it wouldn't even be in here. Hello, Smokey. You come here, sweet baby. Look at this baby. Look at him. Say hello to the people, Smokey. Look. Hi, Smokey. Say hello. Everyone say hello, Smokey. Look. See, Scooter would not let me do this. Scooter is like, he's always trying to get away whenever I pick him up. Meanwhile, this tub, this, whatever you call this thing, he's perfectly, look, he's about to go to sleep. He's so cute. He's so cute. Except he's not, because he can be a demon whenever he's not being cute. Speaking of which, here's the other one. Come here, sweet thing. There you go. See, this is the one that's kind of crazy. Scooter's here as well. Say hello, Scooter. Scooter, say hello to the people. Look at him. You're so cute. It's a whole animal planet up in here. We got two cats and look, Lola's here too. Oh, and she's no longer here. Yeah, whole animal planet over here on Squidtard Sports. Check it out sometime. It's great. Anyway, on to more important things. What a day of March Madness, huh? A lot of brackets have gone to hell, specifically because of a few teams. St. John's, for one, got beat by the Piggies earlier. A momentous occasion for Pig Time. If it weren't for Tennessee during football season, that would probably be the peak of their year, sports-wise. Texas A&M did what they usually do and found a way to blow it. They were up against Michigan for most of the game, and then Michigan at the very end went on a huge run, tore their hearts asunder, and poor Texas A&M fans. We need a wellness check on Goob pronto. Goob's in here. You okay, Goob? If not, I understand. I understand completely. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. I'd crash out if I were in your position. So I can't necessarily blame you. What else happened today? Texas Tech pulled one out against Drake. Still right about that one. I've never been so happy about this pick. You guys know I picked BYU to make the Final Four. They're currently giving it to Wisconsin right now. They're up by 11 at the half. So pending a Texas A&M level choke, BYU should be moving in the right direction. Auburn really struggled. They just finished their game. Creighton really gave it all and more against Auburn, but thankfully for a lot of brackets, the Barn managed to pull one out at the very end there and survive. And, of course, that means they thrive, too. Let's see what else we got here. So, that's really it for the most part. That's the big stuff that's happened. Houston and Gonzaga are also playing, and Gonzaga's keeping it close. They're close, but they are behind. So, we'll be keeping an eye on that. Oh, Purdue also won. I mean, everybody sort of expected that, but it's not the most surprising thing in the entire world that Purdue managed to pull that one out. But, You can always count on Purdue to win a game when you can always count on Purdue to win any sort of these games. Really, that's kind of what it comes down to. Got a lot of people in the chat. Good to see you guys as always. A lot of you are newcomers. A lot of you are returning people. Let's run through and see what we got here. Young man Connor, good to see you. Matt Dummit, don't call me Doom it, damn it. Goob, of course. Texas A&M man. I'm surprised you haven't gone to bed yet. Even Odd, Rye Guy 1218, Nick Colvin, Black Cat JRV, Silent Age 8, James Moon, TSB, Wolverine, go Vols, damn right about that. Damn right about that. Jonathan Ezel, Leif, not Leaf, just for a reminder. I've called him Leaf for the most part, but now I know it's Leif. Leif Opstead is here. What's going on, buddy? Got him, Coach 23 is also here. Yeah, good luck against my Vols tonight. Obviously, I'm not hoping you win, but I'm hoping that we keep it a clean game, no fights, no injuries, and hopefully things pan out. I'll crash out on stream if you give me a Streamlabs link. Hell, we might have you on the Volstar podcast next week, this upcoming week. We might have you on there. Look, you kind of earned this because you ruined it for me. You ruined my bracket when you beat Yale. So win some, you lose some, I guess. And for the Texas A&M Aggies, is a whole lot more of win barely, lose many. Let's see. Clay Travis, Tennessee, Vols going down tonight. Got him, Coach. I guess Purdue doesn't soil or make her on the hardwood. Yeah, certainly not. Certainly not. That's one thing you got to give them credit for, is that this is their sport. How's Chick-fil-A milkshake today? It's doing great. Doing great. I don't get to do this often. I only do it on the weekends. And chances are I'll probably stop doing it because I'm on a so-called weight loss journey. Oh, Squidtard, not even that fat. Why you gotta go on a weight loss journey? I feel... I want to. That's why. I don't need another explanation other than that. Michigan playing one of their best halves of basketball this season. Yeah, Michigan... That's what I'm saying. Michigan got hot at the right time, and I think they're going to continue onwards. BYU, too. BYU's gotten red hot at the right time, and I'm glad I picked them. I'm glad I picked them to go far because they've been playing some fire. I want Tennessee to go to the title just to lose in the most Tennessee fashion for the memes. Yes, there will most certainly be a get-out video for Tennessee if that were to happen. Square, why do you always get Chick-fil-A? Because it's the closest thing to where I live other than McDonald's. And McDonald's, the workers there most of them don't know what the hell they're doing. They get my order wrong every single time, no matter how short it is. It could be a vanilla milkshake. It could be as small as a vanilla milkshake, and somehow they turn it into a strawberry milkshake. Like, they don't know what the hell they're doing. I guess the Aggies are the Ducks of the SEC. Yeah, they may have a few claimed titles, but that was a very long time ago, so what's the difference? Well, they have a title, first of all, so that's a big difference right there. I mean, that's the big difference more than anything. I mean, even Tardarius has got more national titles than Oregon. Think about that. Tardarius has been a program for 2 years. Tardarius has been a program for literally 2 years and has got more national titles than the Oregon Ducks, who have been around for more than a century. Really gets your brain working when you think about it. You need to stop by a Culver's if you can. I went there a couple of years ago, and I thought it was aight. It didn't seem like anything special to me. Now, in fairness, it has been a very long time since I've been there, but considering the line you always get into every time you go there, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's much further away than anything else. It's not worth it for me. But I'll probably go back at some point soon. I love going to like food places for running gags a lot of the time. I remember I sat in the Popeyes drive-thru for like an hour back when I made that South Carolina hate video from not last year but the year before. I sat in that Popeyes drive-thru for a good hour waiting for my 5-piece chicken just so I could hold it up in the air with a fork. So don't say I'm not dedicated to my work. In your Tennessee Vols football video, can you explain the Chick-fil-A joke? Jeremy Pruitt paid players through Chick-fil-A bags illegally. Literally had money bags, literally had Chick-fil-A bags full of money, which really at this point in time is not illegal, but he did it before it was legal, so that's the big problem there. Where is the Tardarius Championship Parade going to be? In the fourth dimension. In the fourth dimension. So stick around there and you'll find it there. It'll probably be Tardarius Tuesdays. Who am I kidding? Isn't Tardarius' home field the Sun Bowl? Yeah. You can't create your own home field. You can edit somebody else's home field and then turn it into your own. And I didn't think about the fact that there would be a gigantic ass UTEP logo on top of that, and I couldn't get rid of it. I didn't think about that. But, oh well, what can you do? What can you do, you know? Where are the college basketball get out vids? Well, I'm not going to make, there's just not enough time in the day for me to make get out videos for all these different teams. Once some of these higher ranked teams fall, then yeah, I'll probably make get out videos for them. Like if Duke falls sometime, I'll do one for them. Tennessee, obviously, if they fall, I'll do one for them. Auburn, Florida, Alabama. You get the idea. You get the idea. Tardarius probably has more fans than UTEP. You should have seen the stadium in the national championship game. It was clad in orange, the citrus color. There was 75% of them were Tardarius fans over Kansas State. And that was the biggest game of the century for Kansas State, too. Are we getting a documentary for the 2025 Tardarius National Champions? Probably. Probably. If I had just blown through everybody like I was a solo leveling character, then it wouldn't have fit for the most part. But no, we had some serious struggles. I threw in the NC State game. I threw the damn controller. I was so mad because my defense was absolutely freaking terrible. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, they weren't just bad. I mean, they were god awful, worse than I've ever thought. If Tennessee and Wisconsin both lose, that means 3 out of the 4 of my Final Four teams will already be eliminated. Yeah, picking Tennessee to be a Final Four pick was a disaster in disguise. I don't think they'll lose tonight, but I don't think. I mean, you think they're beating Houston or Purdue? Good luck. We're gonna be, unless if they choke tonight against Gonzaga, we're gonna be facing one of those teams if we somehow make it all the way there. Plus, we're probably going to have to go through Kentucky. Didn't think about that. We're 0-2. We're 0-2 this season against Kentucky. Wolford fan here. Very rare occurrence, so I already know this is going to be a good comment. Good game 2 days ago. Thank you for the good fight. Wish we can have a rematch next year with a bigger and stronger Wolford team and a weaker Vols team. Well, really all I have to say about that is, hope in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. But I appreciate the sportsmanship. That means a lot. Shout out to you, buddy. Hope you stick around. If I promise to be civil, will you be civil at Wolverine? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. One mention of his record in EA, he'll pop off. He'll go off the rails already. I've already booked my flight to the fourth dimension. Yeah, thanks to our NIL deals now, we can offer free flights to the parade. We can take a big plane of all the Tardarius fans and fly them directly to the fourth dimension. Hell, you don't even have to fly. You don't even have to fly to the fourth dimension. You can use a portal to make it there. Free of charge. Crazy. That's what we're about here at Tardarius. You see, you're thinking checkers Well, we're thinking chess. You're right here, and we're already 9 miles ahead of you. By the time you even know that we're there. We need a Lucas Crash Out compilation. If somebody's got an editor, if somebody's got KindMaster, do it. Do it. I'll be the first one to like that video. I heard that people have Tardarius favorites not just to win the SEC, but repeat as national champions at plus 200. I believe it. Hey, we're 3-0 all times against the SEC. 3-0. We're 3-0. Who do we beat? Vandy. We beat LSU. We beat Mississippi State in our first ever game of program history. I mean, we have more losses. We've got like infinity times more losses to Sun Belt teams than we do against SEC and ACC teams. In fact, our record all time is 28-3. We've never lost to a Power 5 team. Crazy. Crazy. I am going to have to set up Old Dominion on the schedule, though, because I want to beat the shit out of them. I do think it's going to sting losing Quandale Dingle, though. On next Saturday, I'll reveal to you guys who the next quarterback's going to be under under Squidward Tentacles. Once Squidward Tentacles leaves, we're going to have a new quarterback taking over, and you're going to love the name. Trust me, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Some of you are, at least. I know they're better, but does Vandy even count as an SEC team? They count just about as much, if not more, than Missouri. In fact, I'd say they count way more than Missouri. Geography-wise, yes, they are absolutely an SEC team. Way more than Mizzou. Goofy Mizzou. Who is Patrick Starr going to be the quarterback? You mean when? If somebody sends a pretty good super chat to request that one, then by all means. NC State had me, man. NC State had me all but wrapped up. And I mean, literally, there was no way, absolutely no way I should have won that game. Or at least from my perspective, there was no way they should have won that game. Or I should have won that game. You know what I mean? It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyone is more SEC than Missouri? I'd agree with that. They were way more... Hell, they're way more Big Ten than they are SEC. The problem is, though, we're so focused on trying to get more teams in this conference. I've already heard more spiking rumors about Clemson and Florida State bailing the ACC. And now I've heard that so many times now, so I really don't take it seriously anymore. Because I've been hearing that for 3 years now. Ever since Texas and Oklahoma announced they were going to be leaving the Big 12 for the SEC, I've been hearing, and now there's more stuff coming about Florida State and Clemson leaving the ACC. They're going to be leaving the ACC after the 2022 season. What happens? We go through the entire season, no news about that. Entire 2023 offseason rolls around. In August of 2023, Clemson and Florida State will be leaving the ACC. And then guess what? It rolls around, nothing happens. And then they repeat it in 2024. And now here we are in 2025, 2 to 3 years after the fact, and it's the same damn thing. Rumors are that there was this one conference on Twitter that said that Florida State and Clemson are going to be leaving the ACC tomorrow, yesterday, year and a half. So, who gives a shit? Unless it's actually happening, and there's concrete proof. It literally, the president of Clemson and Florida State both come out and say, "Yep, it's official. We are leaving the ACC." Unless that's happening, I don't believe it, and you will never make me believe it. A lot of these Twitter morons act like they're like conference realignment gods and are like the ambassadors of where one team is in the conference and where they'll go. In case you don't know, these teams just can't leave on a win. They can't just decide one day, well, I hate it here in the SEC, or I hate it in the ACC. You know what? I'm out of here. No, they can't just do that. They abide by contracts backed up by TV. They can't just decide out of the blue to go like, oh, no, I'm out of here. No, they can't do that. They have to live by a TV contract, and unfortunately for the ACC, specifically Clemson and Florida State, their TV contract lasts for at least another 2 years. Really, it lasts all the way up until 2032, I believe. But there's already deals made about, well, we can shorten the contract and somewhere around there. The best you can do is leave the ACC after 2026. So you got 2 more seasons to go in the ACC, bare minimum. Don't talk too much about conference realignment. TriStar will spawn out of nowhere. Yeah, every single panel or Twitter stream I hear TriStar in, there's always some talk about conference realignment. It's the same thing every single time. So, again, I take him about as seriously as I take all these people talking about Florida State and Clemson leaving the ACC in 3 seconds. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen unless it actually happens. Thank you for beating Chattanooga and clowning that one fan during the 24 football season. That same fan base is hella toxic. I have never in my life heard somebody say that a Chattanooga fan base is a toxic one. I guess there's a revelation for everybody, huh? Wasn't Texas and Oklahoma able to leave because the Big 12 contract was expiring? Yes. That's exactly why they left. The ACC's contract hasn't expired. And above all else, even if you do, say in 2026, leave the ACC for another conference, who would want you? Maybe Clemson has an argument. Clemson definitely has an argument because, you know, from their perspective, they've got national titles. They're nationally relevant in this day and age. They made the playoffs last year. Will probably make it again next year. So they've got a really big bargaining point right there. Florida State ain't got shit. They went 2-10 last year. Probably not going to do much better this year. And they are the most vocal about suing their conference, hating ESPN. It's the SEC bias, and they just hate the ACC and hate Florida State. And none of the other conferences, I guarantee you, want to stick around and hear all that shit. None of them do. Not a single one. So you ought to hope that the Big 12 gets so down in the dumps that they need a Florida State or Clemson to prop themselves up. Otherwise, there ain't no conference in the Power 5 that's going to be wanting you. You'll downgrade. You'll go down to a group of 5 team. Be the worst move you ever made. So you ought to think wisely about trying to get out of the ACC. I'm a little worried. I won't lie. I'm a little worried. Again, I've got BYU as a Final Four team here in the bracket, and they're choking. They were up by 11 at halftime, and Wisconsin is really starting to bury them now. It's a 5-point. It's still a 5-point game, but Wisconsin's they're quickly gaining up on BYU. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. UCLA and Tennessee about to start. So of course I'm going to be talking about that as that progresses. I suck at play-by-play for basketball, though. I'm not nearly as good at it as I am for football. But I'll do my hardest. Here's tip-off. It is time. UCLA and Tennessee. Here we go. And Tennessee gets the tip-off. So we'll be starting. And hopefully we can shoot up another 3 and get it like we have the last 2 games. Let's see what we got. At the 3-point line, it's Meshack who's got it. Trying to run around, looking for an open man. Taking all the time in the world. Now shoots a 2. And it's off and no good. So Do they give it to Tennessee or do they give it back to UCLA? Not sure. Wow, we'd be going to the Sweet 16 for the third straight time. First time ever in program history that we do that. But they gave the ball back to Tennessee. Milichik's got it. And now they're going to give it up, try and throw for the 2. No, it was a dunk, and looks like somebody might have gotten fouled. Yes, UCLA got fouled. And I forgot, I got to bring out the old pool noodle. The ref noodle has spoken. Boop. Here it is in all its glory. Look at it. Look at that. The ref noodle has spoken. Now, can we score, please? You can decide to at any time now. Throws up for it. Throws it back. Milichik's got it. Hands it off again. Now hands it out to Ziegler. Ziegler going on the outside. Might have an open lane. Nope, never mind. Gives it back to Milichik. A lot of trade-off, not a lot of shooting. Dadgummit. Now they shoot, and finally they score. Let's go. I think. Oh, I guess he missed it. I thought it went in. I clearly saw the net move. Oh, the shot clock. Oh, that might have expired. He got the shot off, but I don't think he got it off in time. He jumps up in the air at 0. So I don't necessarily know the rules, logistics about that, but looks like he didn't actually shoot it until way later on. So, yeah. Bummer. Cow bummer. Ain't much you can do about that. Ain't much you can do about that. Alright. Here we go. UCLA's got it now. What the hell? Why's my dog barking? UCLA on the outside. They've gotten into Tennessee territory, and looks like we got fouled. Tried to go up for a shot, and there's Tennessee's first foul. 2 minutes in, and we've already got 1 foul each. I can already tell this is going to be absolutely glorious. I personally do have mixed feelings about the Pac-12 collapsing, but at the end of the day, it was a crap conference. Yeah. Hard to really side with the Pac-12 knowing how terrible they've been. UCLA gets the rebound, misses it again. They went up for a shot twice and missed them both. And we're fouled again. That's 3 fouls in 1 minute. We're already, we're swinging well, aren't we? I might as well just keep this in my hand if this is all we're going to do. UCLA's got it. Goes up for the easy 2, misses that. Tennessee gets it, and it's another foul. Who's this one on? This one's on UCLA now, so Tennessee will have possession. 1 minute in, 2 fouls each. Only Tennessee could do that. I don't like this late game. Yeah, me either. I was never really a fan of the late games, and they've got this one really, really late. Nonetheless, it's Tennessee ball. On the run here, Ziegler throws it back to Milichik, looking for an open lane. Gives it back to Mashak. Mashak's got it. Can't get anything open. Throws it back. Throws it to Ziegler. No, never mind. That's not Ziegler. And, all right, I guess it's a steal. UCLA steals it. Tennessee still can't do shit on offense. Nobody can score a single point. Y'all are taking way too much time. Already 2 minutes into this thing, and nobody scored a single point. Goes up for the 3, and there we go. There's your first points of the game, and it's on UCLA. 3-0. So already we're off to a fantastic start. I don't even know why I'm swinging this thing. I guess I'm just used to them calling fouls. They got Chaz Lanier in now. Lanier gives it to Ziegler. Ziegler looking for an open lane. Might have one. Throws up for the 2 and misses it. He threw it straight at the rim, but thankfully UCLA is fouled. There we go. That's UCLA's 3rd foul in 2 minutes. That was Felix Okapara. We're going to get some free throws out of this, which is good. Is he number 34? I honestly don't know. Here we go. Here's his shot. And he makes the first one, so Tennessee's on the board 3-1. You hardly ever see ones, but your scoreboard is spoiling me. Yeah, I don't know why it's ahead. I don't know why it's ahead. I'm not looking at it, but that's weird that it's ahead. Sorry about that. I guess ESPN is the grand minister. I guess they're just there. ESPN must be there, and they're recording it. They're recording it quicker than the broadcast can. Whatever. 3-2. Tennessee makes both free throws, which is good. So UCLA's got it, trying to get something here. Handoff. Another handoff. Shoots up for the three and got it. 6-2. Swimmingly well so far. BYU still up 6 on Wisconsin, which is good. Again, I'm keeping a major eye on that. Here's Tennessee shooting up for a three. Good Lord, of course they miss it. We rebound, thankfully. We have another chance. Here's Milicic. No, changes his mind. Gives it back to Ziegler. They're playing really good defense. We don't have anything to... I don't know what we're going to do. All right. Throws it back. Thought about throwing it. Now runs up for it. Tries to throw it for the two and completely whiffs on that. Did we force a foul? Yes, we did. We forced another foul. That's UCLA's 4th foul. I guess if you can't hit a three, you might as well go ahead and let him do that. We might as well just let him do all that. We might as well just try and force fouls wherever we can. That seems to be doing magic for us. This is a perfect time now to check in on the Vol Discord and the Vol Twitter Spaces, because I'm sure half of the people in there are having aneurysms. So we get back on the free throw line. It's 6-3 now. We make our 3rd free throw. And 4th one up, and good. Ziegler makes both. So it's 6-4. Mitigates a lot of the damage that UCLA has caused. 3 minutes in. So UCLA's got ball. Doing a whole lot of trade-off. Throws it back. Throws it. Goes up for the two. Throws and got it. Okay then. UCLA. It appears our Tennessee defense isn't really playing up to par. We're kind of getting punched in the mouth here. They're doing whatever they want to on us in terms of offense. We got to get that together quick, because I don't trust this offense. Here's Ziegler up for a three. Missed it. Again, another brick. We need to... You know how I have like a pool noodle for ref ball? Like this is a prop for ref ball? We need a brick for every time Tennessee shoots a three. So that way I can just go ahead and instantly grab it every time I watch them jump up and try and hit a three. Because this is ridiculous, man. You got to get something going. But Tennessee does get ball still, thankfully. On the run, tries to shoot up for a two, whiffs on that, and UCLA gets possession again. Great job. Great job. Unbelievable job. They shoot up for a three. Thankfully, they miss it. Feels like the first shot they've missed ever since the game started. Here's Chaz Lanier now with the ball. Chaz trying to get something going. Throws it to Ziegler. Ziegler shoots up for a three, and it's off. Another brick. I mean, how many more bricks can you make? Here's Chaz for a three. He got it. There we go. I mean, you only have to shoot a three 9 times at Tennessee before you eventually hit one. So, I mean, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We need more of that. Here's UCLA now back with the ball. It's 8-7 right now. 5 minutes in. They're taking all their time. Throws it back. Throws it up for a two. Nope. Gives it to another man, and there's a whistle blown, and it's a foul on Tennessee. Woo! I gotta think of a different motion. I can do that. We'll do that. Look at that. I can do tricks. I can do tricks with the pool noodle. I feel spectacular, don't I? That takes it to commercial break, by the way, so now I have a moment to breathe. Why does Tennessee have a Discord? It's a Discord server what some of the Vol fans on Twitter made, and I joined it as a I guess just kind of to see what's going on in there during Tennessee games. It's fun to take peeks in there, see if any of the people in there are having aneurysms, and more often than not they are. I mean, every single time I get in there, somebody's crashing out about something. We could be up by 20. There'd still be somebody mad. you go, BYU. 63-55, but Wisconsin's on the free throw line. Good Lord, they've got less than 10 minutes in that game, and they've got 12 fouls. Good grief. That's honestly impressive. Here's BYU back with the ball. Up by 7. Got to get something here. Let's see what they've got. Shoots up for a 2. Got it. Let's go, Cougars. They might carry my bracket. I'm telling you. Again, I have BYU as a Final Four team, and right now they might actually carry my bracket. I've got to see what New Mexico does against Michigan State, but right now they're doing a really good job. At least BYU is. Now here's a 3 by Wisconsin, and they whiffed on that one. They whiffed on that one, so BYU's got ball. Tries to shoot up for the 2. Easy! Easy! Let's go! BYU back up by 11. Let's go! Huge. Absolutely huge. Let me take a look at the tournament bracket and see where everybody's lined up. I'll give you guys an update. How about that? How about that? Well, I'll give you guys an update as to what's going on. So this is what it's looking like. Let me transition here so that you guys can see it. This is what the bracket's looking like right now. So I am in 6th place. Tied for 6th, in fact. A couple of other people right here. Ian the Hyper and Weggy RH. And then a bunch of numbers. Brian Wolf, 21. And Ian Key and a bunch of numbers are tied in 2nd. And then Chonky Chuck. Whoever Chonky Chuck is, right now he is leading the bracket by 1 point. So, lot on the line for Chonky Chuck for sure. That's a very scary position to be in. Never easy to be in number 1, I'll say that much. Never easy at all. Here's UCLA back with the ball. And looks like somebody got fouled again. Yes. Yes, another foul. On UCLA, that's their 5th foul. In less than 5 minutes, UCLA with 5 fouls. Brrr. So now it's Tennessee ball. We have yet to take a lead all night tonight. This might be our chance. Here's Ziegler trying to run. No, throws it back. Throws it to Milicic, who throws it back. Throws it again. They keep faking out UCLA. Credit to them. Now trying to run up. Never mind. Here's Milicic. Thought about going for 3. Changes his mind. Tries to throw it back. And threw it way too hard, and it bounces out. So it looks like it's going to be UCLA ball now. You had BYU losing to VCU. Ouch. Ouch. Bad upset call from the sound of it. Terrible. Again, I pick terrible upset calls too, so don't feel bad. Here's a throw. And somehow we missed the easy too, but thankfully we rebound. Here's Milicic. No, never mind. Throws it back. Going up for the 3 and missed that too. Another brick. Another brick. Let's go. Woo! Bricks. Love me my bricks. Throws it to the UCLA man. UCLA trying to throw up for the 2. We're playing really good defense. Throws it up at the very end. And thankfully with the assistance of Tennessee, they somehow get the 2. So it's 10-7 now. Waiting for Tennessee to do something. Here's Ziegler. Throws it up for the 2 and misses it. But thankfully we rebound. Milicic gets it. Nice. 10-9 now. I figure at some point they'll figure out how to take a lead. But, I mean, like, we got to stop hitting bricks. Like, at some point. Like, stop hitting bricks. Please. Wow. Okay, Ziegler. Sakai Ziegler forcing the turnover. How about that, baby? How about that? Yeah, I don't know what Milicic was doing there. Thanks for scoring for UCLA, and then Milicic does that. I guess is Tennessee ball now. Yay! I honestly am having a hard time trying to keep up. There's so much shit going on in these Tennessee games I can hardly even figure it out myself. Brick by brick, that's a good way of putting it. Great way of putting it even. All right, Ziegler's got ball. Let's see. We can probably take a lead here if we try. Here's a nice throw. Nope, never mind. Whiffed on that. Whiffed on that. Way too many UCLA guys around there boxing us up pretty well. Trying to run around, find something. Good defense on our part, too, but they're inside. Throws up for the 2. Got it. Easy 2 to make, so it's 12-9. 1 3-point shot will make it a tie ball game, so come on, hit something, please. Please. Throws it to Milicic. Milicic's got it, trying to look for something. Now Ziegler's got it on the inside. Throws it back to Milicic. Milicic looking for something. Throws it back. Looking for something down the field. Milicic throws it. Throws it again. I mean, they can't find anything. Now Chaz has got it. Chaz Lanier trying to make something happen. Throws out for the 3. Nails it! Thank you, Chaz! Chaz Lanier, bro. I'm so glad we picked him up out of the portal. People could say what they want about Chaz Lanier, but he's the highest scorer on this team for a variety of reasons. He may not be a Dalton Connect, but dude can carry where he needs to. He's also playing great defense. Here's UCLA, throws up for the 2, whiffed it. Very bad whiff by UCLA. Tennessee has a chance to get a lead now on UCLA, which would be the first one of the night. Looking for some. Again, they're playing really good defense. Throws up for the 3. Nope, whiffed it. Rolls away, and now UCLA's got it. What are they going to do? Here's the throw. Throws it on the outside again. They're staying at that 3-point line. They do not want to shoot it, too. Now they changed their mind, and it's way thrown out, and it's going to be Tennessee ball. Thank you. Not a great offensive performance from either team tonight. I mean, none of them are playing good. You had St. John's beating Pig Time. Well, I had Kansas beating Pig Time, so nobody wins there. This one going to commercial break, so I'm watching BYU Wisconsin again. And BYU has maintained an 11-point lead. It's 72-61 now. Wisconsin throws up for the 3. It bounces off and looks like it should be BYU ball, unless if they fouled. I don't know. I can't figure it out because they've got an NCIS promo taking up the entire screen. That show's been running for 62 years. Enough! What more can they do with NCIS? Someone got murdered. They find out who murdered him. Arrest the guy. He's in jail. The end. I guess so. Okay, so BYU got fouled. So Wisconsin's now they get free throws, and now they turn it into a 10-point game. This is one of the games of our all time. Yeah, gotta agree with that statement. It feels unnatural hearing Brad Nessler commentate basketball games. That feels really unnatural. It's like hearing Chris Fowler commentate NFL games. Like, it's just an unusual feeling. Oh my gosh. I don't know who that shooter is for BYU, but I love him. I love him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and they get the ball back. Okay, but Wisconsin did score, so it's a 9-point game now. They're going to shoot up for another 3. With that one, but they do get the rebound. Shoots up for another 3, and I liked NCIS back in like 2008 or 2012. Thank you for that. That's the notification that plays when somebody goes member. And Young Man Connor is a member, but he is using his privilege to send out a member comment. BYU going soaking. I just want them to win, bro. Come on, give me the. Oh! Thank you. Nails a 3. It's a 10-point game, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, oh my gosh. Let's go. This is hype. How about Law and Order? Same thing. It's been around for way too long. I think the same thing about like Family Guy and The Simpsons. I guess with them it makes a little bit more sense because they make stuff about everything. So like they've got source material to work with every day of the year. You can't say that same thing about NCIS, which is basically a crime show. Now, if they made like an episode where they're getting like a Diddy lookalike or something like that, I'd watch that. I would. I'd watch that. That would be funny. It's getting hot in here. And he tried to eat my ass. Yes, he did. Don't forget, baseball team got the Series W over Bama today. That is true. That is true. Shout out to the baseball team. Big time win over Alabama. Dominated them, too. Here's Tennessee shooting up for a 2. Got it. Vols take the first lead of the night. 14-12. Tennessee's on top. Attaboy. Mr. Cade Phillips coming in the clutch. Here's UCLA with the ball back in their possession, trying to get something going. Tennessee appears to have calmed down a bit. Now they're in formation. Pretty good formation. They're inside the 2 now. They got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries to get something going. Shoots up for it, and a great shot. Really can't do much about that. It's 14-all. Here's Tennessee. Ziegler with the ball. Trying to make something out of nothing. Once again, playing pretty good defense. Yeah, UCLA has definitely surprised me with how good their defense is performing. I thought they were a glass cannon type of team, but no, they're performing pretty well. Although, guess what? No amount of offense can save you from the man known as ref ball, and ref ball got you again. Number 6 for UCLA. So here come the Vols back in position to score here. Trying to find anything, something, anything, if at all. Ziegler throws it back. Throws it to Okapara, who then throws it back to Ziegler. Ziegler shoots up for a 3. Boom! That was hot. That was hot. Shot that one from near half court and still nailed it. Zakai Ziegler absolutely nailed that one. 17-14 now. UCLA shoots up for a 3 now. And they brick on that one. Although they rebound, might have a chance to get 2. Nope, shoots up for a 3 again. Missed that one too. Rebound again. Now they're going to get another chance. Although they calmed down a little bit this time as they were way too far back to attempt a 3. They rebounded like 9 times on that single drive. So come on now, do something. Do something. They're trying to steal, and it looks like they did. Tennessee possession. Big time steal for the Vols. That was hot. Jemai Meshack coming in with the steal. I know we need to have an honest discussion. Is 2025 Tardaria the greatest group of 5 team ever? Yeah, there's no discussion about that. That's obvious. I was told the Vols are never going to win another game again. Yeah, no. Wait until they lose to say that. The fact that they won the last game means everybody that they've ever played is terrible and they ain't no good. Remember that one time they beat Florida? Yeah, turns out Florida is terrible and ain't no good. Hell, Florida might never win a game ever again. Because remember that one time they lost to Tennessee? Turns out they're a terrible team. Here's Meshack for a 3. Whiffs on that one. UCLA's got ball. That's definitely a thorn on our side right there. UCLA's been rebounding like crazy. Meanwhile, Tennessee, if they break a 3, that's it. That's it. They don't rebound. Throws it to a UCL player. Oh, great defense. But it's fouled. It's fouled. Great. What I thought looked like great defense got fouled, and ref ball comes in to save the day for UCLA. I mean, did he even touch him? I don't even know if he touched him. Ref ball just be calling friggin' anything now, dude. They just be calling whatever the hell. That was a clean block all day. Meanwhile, ref ball, they got their fist up their taint. Don't know what they're doing. my gosh. So, of course, UCLA at the free throw line. Thankfully, they missed the first one. They'll probably hit the second one, though. BYU back up by 10 in that one. 6:21 left to go. And they're at the free throw line, which is very, very good news for my bracket. All right, well then. 9:08 left in this one, at least in the first half. Tennessee, thankfully, is still maintaining their lead, but I want us to just go ahead and burn them here. So we got to get something going immediately. Thing is, though, Tennessee's not necessarily built for that. We couldn't even do that against Wofford. So we'll see. We'll see if we can maybe start scoring at some point. Ziegler's got ball. Here's Ziegler trying to run up for a 2. Changes his mind. He's boxed up. Throws it back. Mashak's got it now. Tries to run up and get it. Throws it back. Goes up for the 3. And completely overthrown. That was a Joe Milton throw right there. You didn't even brick it that time. It just went way over the net. And looks like, what do we got, a media timeout? Nope, it's back on UCLA. Only 1 point for them in the last 2:41, so it's about time they finally started scoring if they do. Let's see what they've got. Back on the run. Thought about going up for a 3, changed his mind. They've got one really tall dude on that team. Number 15, good lord, that dude is tall. And here he goes, throws up an easy 2 and gets it. There's your Zach Edey right there. That's your Zach Edey that we're having to play against. And they forced a foul. Good lord. Here we go. Here we go. You guys wanted it. Here we go again. Oh my gosh. Dude, what are you supposed to do against that? I mean, he literally towers over Felix Okapara and Jemai Mashak. Ade Mara. That's his name. And the dude's got to be like 9 feet tall. Hits the free throw, and Tennessee's on the losing end once again. 18-17. Oh, good grief. What are you all doing? Now it's Tennessee's scoring drought. No points in the last 2.5 minutes. I don't know what you're supposed to do against a guy who's 25 feet tall. We all got to get something going here. Those up for it. Nope. Changes his mind. Runs around. Shoots up for a 2. Whiffs on it. And it's in UCLA possession. Shocker. Shocker. Great job rebounding as always. So UCLA's got it now. Will they do anything? That's the question. Tries to shoot up for the 2. Never mind. Changes his mind. Now shoots up for it and got it. Down by 3 now. 20-17. I can already feel the curse coming in. We need some bullshit quick and fast. Because right now UCLA is getting all the bullshit, and they're basically siphoning it from the rest of us. Come on, Vols, get you something here. I mean, BYU's living up to my hopes and expectations. You ought to do the same thing. Here's a throw and incredible defense. And if that were Tennessee that done it, you best guarantee that would have been fouled for it. Great defense by UCLA. Clean block, and they shoot up for a 2. Thankfully, they missed. But yeah, if that were Tennessee doing that, then 100% they would have fouled them for it. That's it. I mean, that's what they did before. We've had a clean block before in Tennessee. I mean, they quite literally fouled us for it. No points in the last 4 minutes for the Vols. Let's see if we can finally get something here. Ball rolls like a bowling ball, and looks like that's going to be it. I don't know what they're doing. Looks like a media timeout. I guess this is what March Rick Barnes' offense does to you. I mean, like, legitimately, guys. That 19-foot tall UCLA guy, Ade whatever his name is, I mean, that dude literally looks... He's got the exact same build that Zach Edey did. And that dude tortured us with fouls and free throws. He had like 40. He had 40 or something free throws in that game. I mean, if that's what we're going to get tonight, then what are we supposed to do? And my milkshake's almost out. BYU they missed a clean 2, and now Wisconsin. Nope, never mind. They missed. Thank goodness. I need happiness in my life, man. Come on, give it to me. A BYU and Wisconsin guy hit each other real hard, and looks like they've got a pretty bad, what looks to be a leg injury. Hopefully he's okay. Guy in Wisconsin, that was what it was? Oh my gosh, he got elbowed in the nuts? Ow. That's physically and mentally painful. I'm getting secondhand pain from that one. A day is 7 foot 3 inches, 240 pounds. Yep, that almost identical to Zach Edey, it feels like. And that's really bad, because that puts us at a disadvantage. It almost feels like a cheat code to have somebody like him, because every time you touch him, you're going to get fouled. Can't have UCLA losing in the second round. An injury that almost made me throw up was that one Louisville player who snapped his leg. I can't look at those. It's gruesome enough to see them in football where they've got, full jerseys and padding that hides a lot of the injury that you see. But no, that one is disturbing. Like that's what I saw it once in my life, and I'll never see it again. That's all I know. I feel bad for the people who had to see that live, because that is absolutely horrific. Now you know how he felt when we played Michigan today. Although, you guys are winning up until the very end of that game. Maybe we'll, I don't know. Maybe we'll be leading for the rest of the half and then find a way to blow it at the end. Thankfully, we've got Jordan Gainey at the free throw line, which that helps, and he misses it. Thankfully, Tennessee rebounds, so this isn't a lost cause. We can actually work out something here if we actually rebound. If we miss this, we'll see. Throws up for the 2, gets it. There we go, 19-20. We got some momentum. We'll see if we can make something out of it. UCLA now going down, looking for something. Throws up, misses it. Tennessee's got ball. We got a wide open spot. Can he jump up and get it? Yes, he does. Yes, sir. And just like that, Tennessee's back on top, 21-20. In no time flat, Tennessee has retaken the lead. We'll see if they can make something out of it. Is that another? Yes, it is. It's another turnover for UCLA. I couldn't even have time to figure out what was going on. Beautiful. Great work. And what a throw by Jordan Gainey at the end there. Now Tennessee's got lead 21-20. Let's see if we can make something out of it. Please make something out of it. Please, I'm begging you. So here's UCLA now. Looks like they gave him the ball. Time will continue to go down. Throws up for it. Throws to the super tall guy. Super tall guy looking for a lane. Throws up. Goes for a 3. And wow, nailed it. Nailed the 3. Now we're back down 23-21. Here's Ziegler looking for an open space. Gives it to Milicic, who gives it to Chaz Lanier, who then throws it back to Ziegler. Tried to go for a 3. Nope, changes his mind. Throws it back to Milicic. UCLA is just playing lockdown defense, and they turn the ball over to the super tall guy, who then gives it to another UCLA man. Milicic completely whiffed on that one. And looks like Tennessee got fouled again. So that's our 6th foul of the game. And, I mean, I wouldn't feel too bad because both BYU and Wisconsin have 9 fouls each. So it isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's making me physically cringe. Now here's UCLA going up for a 3. Completely whiffs it, thankfully. And we've got ball now. In possession of Lanier. Lanier throws back to, I believe, that's Jordan Gainey, yes. So Gainey's got it, gives it to Milicic. Milicic throws it to Okapara, who then goes up for the 2 and completely whiffs on that. How do you miss that? That was the easy... Look, I probably couldn't make that either, but I'm not a basketball player. Here's super tall guy, shoots up for it, misses it. I'm stunned they didn't call a foul there. I'm literally stunned. Anyway, Tennessee's got ball down by 2. We got to make something out of this. Here's Ziegler with the ball, and then throws it to Milicic, and he whiffs on the dunk. The dunk flies straight out of his hands, and it's back with UCLA. What the hell is this? Are you not even trying to execute right now? UCLA shoots. Thankfully, they missed too. But guess what? Tennessee's fouled it now. That felt extremely delayed, but of course they got fouled. Extreme foul delay on that one. He hit his hand. Wow. Of course. What are you supposed to do? I mean, what? How do you? How do you save yourselves from this? The refs have the IQ. You know what they've got? They've got the brain of a shark, like one of those little shit balls that comes out when you accidentally fart too hard. There's your ref IQ for you. It's literally like when you fart too hard, think you just let out a nice fart, and then you see a little shit ball roll down the side of your leg. That is literally what the ref's brain matter is made of. Not even that it's not that they're biased. They don't have a bias against Tennessee. Otherwise, they would have never called a foul against Tennessee or for UC. They would have never called a foul against UCLA if that were the case. They've called a bunch of fouls. They've just happened to call them at stupid occasions. And then clear, obvious fouls on both sides have not been called. So this is stupid. I mean, this is really stupid. I mean, and there's people already on Twitter and on the Discord saying that it's over. So, yeah. BVS hitting at the best moment in time. BVS quite literally moving through all the motions possible. UCLA has got a Zach Edey. You know how this goes. That's exactly what I just posted. So, we'll see how it turns out. We need to do something. Oh, so y'all have a battered Vols syndrome? Oh, quite so. Yes. Yes, you'd be surprised how bad it is for a lot of us. For a lot of us... not for me now, but for a lot of us, it's so bad that we believe that the refs have some sort of hidden agenda against Tennessee. Anyway, here's UCLA at the free throw line. Missed the first one, which is pretty nice. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And I'm thankful for your gratitude. Oh, he missed the second one, too. I was watching the BYU game. It's getting down to crunch time, and Wisconsin is only down by 6. All right, here we go, though. Tennessee with the ball. Sakai Ziegler has got it. Back over to Gainey, who then puts it to Chaz Lanier, and he whiffs a 3. So there we go. We're already off to a great start. And who got fouled? Yes, UCLA got fouled. See? They aren't biased against Tennessee. They're just incredibly stupid. So now, I guess now Chaz will get a chance to go at the free throw line. That's exactly what happens. Chaz Lanier at the free throw line, baby. Let's see what he can do. Tie this ball game up, Chaz, please. BYU is now at the free throw line, and now they're up by 7. Tennessee makes their first. And here we go. This will tie it right here. Chaz goes for the second. Got it. Nailed it. 23 all. 3:40 left in the first half. We're getting something going, that's for sure. But do we get to do 3? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Chaz Lanier now shoots up for a third one, and he got it. There we go. Chaz makes all 3, and Tennessee has the lead. 24-23. There's a cat paw under my door. That's pretty funny. Throws it over to UCLA. Tries to run in for a 2. They're trying to find something. Super tall guy's got it now. And jumps up way over the head of Felix Okapara and gets it. So now UCLA is on top. 25-24. Man, I don't know what we're going to do about tall guy. Zach Edey Jr. has got us cleared up so far. I don't know what we're going to do about him. 3 minutes down, and here's... Nope, Chaz gives it to Ziegler. Ziegler's got it now. Tries to run in. Throws it to Gainey. Jordan Gainey shoots up for a 3. Got it! There we go. Tennessee up by 2 now. 27-25. This is a brawl. We're struggling, but at least we're on the top so far. All right, kitty. Wait until commercial. The cat's paws under my door, which is absolutely hilarious. Oh, wow, we had a big-time flop, and they call a foul on UCLA, and they're mad about it. I don't care. I don't care. There's a beautifully executed throw right there by Ziegler. Gave it straight to Gainey. Let's go. All right. We got something going here, that's for sure, and we've got ball. We can get a 2-score lead right here if we try hard enough. Oh my gosh. And of course we missed the 3. Never mind. Yeah, no, yeah. No, I don't know what I expected. Damn. Come on, man. Do something. There's UCLA back with the ball. Runs up, goes for it. Nope, misses it. Tries to get it. Tries a recovery, and nope, nothing out of it. Somehow it's still UCLA ball. It's still a live ball. Throws up for the 2. Misses that as well. Okay. Wow. I guess tall man isn't as perfect as we thought. Bad throw by Gainey. Thankfully, Milicic is still able to recover. Here's Igor. Tries to get something going there. Gives it back to Ziegler. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Throws it back to Lanier, it looks like, and he whiffs on it again. Another brick 3. See, that's our biggest problem, man. Every time, it's not even that we brick 3s every time. It's every time we brick them, nobody's there to rebound. Every time. And it's a one and done type of thing. Meanwhile, with UCLA, they throw it, and then there's a guy there, and another guy there, and another guy there, and another guy there. And then eventually, somebody gets in there and gets the ball in the rim. Meanwhile, Tennessee, oh, well, shit. I guess that's it for our drive. Like that you got to come up with something else. I mean, seriously. All right, hold on. Kitty cat wants in. Hello, babies. Both of them are here. Hey, stop fighting. Yes? Okay, sorry. I'm too loud. I keep forgetting that it's 10 o'clock over past 10 o'clock at night. Come here, baby. Ow, 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 ow. He's biting me. Ouch. Just don't do that. Don't do that. That's not nice. Don't do that. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this turd. Say hi to the people, Smokey. You want to say hi to the people? He's chilled out now. All right, get on the bed, you. This is coming down to the wire now. This is coming down to the wire now. It's a 2-point game now. BYU takes their final timeout. 91-89 is the final score. Wisconsin somehow cut all the way back in. Oh boy. Let me catch up on the comments real quick. Oh, nice. Looks like somebody purchased a Cool and Good hat. Somebody else purchased a Cool and Good hat. Good stuff. Shout out to the individual who purchased that one. I won't reveal your name, but shout out to you, buddy. Thank you for doing that. All right, come on. Come on, BYU. Dadgummit. And I'm having a hard time focusing on this one. I'm having a really hard time focusing because now Wisconsin is only 2 points away. If they break my heart, I won't even care what happens in the Tennessee game, man. Y'all were leading by so much this entire game. This is one of my Final Four teams here. If they blow this, that's it. That's it. I can't possibly come back if Wisconsin gets this. So I'm pretty nervous now. UCLA, meanwhile, has got the ball. Tall man tries to shoot up for the three. Nope. Gives it back to another man. Thankfully, they miss. Here's Wisconsin. BYU's got ball, which is really good. They throw it for the three. Oh, no, he missed it. But it's BYU ball. Wisconsin guy touched it. Wisconsin guy touched it. Let's go. Let's go. Wisconsin guy touched it. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Tennessee, meanwhile, is they've got ball back in their hands. 43 seconds left in the first half. And Ziegler trips. Or no, that's Jordan Gainey. Jordan Gainey trips. So, dadgummit, dude. We'll come back to Tennessee's folding session in a second. Meanwhile, oh wait, no, UCLA fouled. So I guess Jordan Gainey's now in the free throw line. Whee! Thank goodness for that. I don't have the audio on the TV, so whenever somebody gets fouled, I can't see it. Okay, Smokey, quit that. Quit that. Get off. What's wrong with you? Let go. They're gonna review this to see if the Wisconsin guy touched it last. To see if it's BYU ball, because that's extremely important. Tennessee made both free throws. It's 29-25 now. 31 seconds left. Now Tennessee gets the turnover and throws over two. Got it. Let's go. Let's go, Chaz. Chaz Lanier. Really pumping it on UCLA now. Now we've got a 6-point lead, the biggest lead of the game. Please don't touch that. Okay, but I have no idea what he says. I can't read what he says. Yes, it's BYU ball. Perfect. Okay, now you both are trying to... I gotta keep this away from you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. But it's BYU ball. Absolutely huge. Tennessee gets another. Well, it looked to be a free throw. Now it's 32-25. Now it's a 7-point lead for the Volunteers. BYU's got ball. They've got an open man. Hands it off. 27 seconds left to go. They've got 15 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to try and use as much of it as they can. Running for it. Running for it. 7 seconds left. Tries to run up for the two. Throws it. Misses it. Misses it. Wisconsin's got ball. Wisconsin's got ball with 13 seconds left to go. Meanwhile, Tennessee and UCLA just took it to the half. And Tennessee maintains a 7-point lead. So go Vols. That's a good end to the half. Great job right there. We're going to be watching you for the second half. Now, please don't fold this. Please don't fold this, BYU. Please. Think about the legendary Jake Retzloff and what he did for your program. Think about him. Think about that 10-win season you had in football. Think about that performance you had against Colorado. Please. I'm begging you. I am begging you. Please. My bracket is laying on you right now. My bracket is... oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. I'm really worried that they're going to fold now because Wisconsin's got ball with less than 20 seconds left to go. If they somehow shoot a miracle 3, I don't even know what I'll do with myself. And both these cats are trying to get out of the room even though they wanted in for the longest time. What is wrong with you? Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at... Okay. They're about to play, so I gotta put you down. Let's go. Like set you down, not put you down. 13.5 seconds remaining. Wisconsin's on the complete opposite side of the court, though. Complete opposite side of the court. 91-89. They're running down. 11 seconds left. They got to try and shoot something real quick. 8 seconds. They'll run up for it. Try to shoot up for a 2. No, never mind. All the time in the world. Throws for the 2. Misses it! And BYU's got ball! And BYU wins! BYU wins! Who else? But all I had to do is mention the legendary Jake Retzloff, and BYU was going to survive. Thank goodness. Let's go! My bracket remains intact. Beautiful times. Beautiful times for all. You tried, Wisconsin. You sure did try. You tried real hard even. If I wasn't live, I'd make a get out video for you. But for now, you got to deal with one of these. I'll turn it up for you. There you go. There you go. There's your brownie points for you. Where are you at, Scooter? Hey, buddy. Oh, wait, you're not Scooter. You're Fatty. Look at this guy. All right, come here, Scooter. Scooter. Come here, buddy. Scooter's camera shy. Can't blame him. So BYU will take on either St. Mary's or Alabama. It doesn't matter for... I hope it's Alabama because I need... Obviously, that would give me points. But if BYU continues on with what they've got going on for them, oh boy, it's going to be a good bracket for me. Houston on the ropes now against Gonzaga. It's a 7-point game, and Gonzaga's got ball. So it's definitely getting closer. And they throw up for the 2, and they got it. It's a 5-point game, 76-71. They may not win this game, as it's still, it's going to be close, but they've made it respectable for sure. You guys are starting to piss me off. Here goes the other one. There you are. Hi, Scooter. Here goes Scooter. Look at this little baby. Look at this little baby. Hi. Look at this little Scooter baby. Okay. I don't think... You okay? Chill out. Chill. You've been bothering me all night long. Okay. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. All right. Let me let these cats out, and then we'll continue onward. Get out. Go, both of you. Shoo. And don't come back until it's 3 a.m. so that you can piss me off again while I'm trying to sleep. But yeah, to summarize the first half of this Tennessee UCLA game, I mean, we could definitely be doing a whole lot better right now. We aren't making rebounds, but we are making better shots, and more importantly, as Jemai Mashak Stan said, we're making our free throws. So that's got to count for something. 32-25 at the half. Just keep the momentum going in the second, and don't inevitably fold like BYU tried to do and what Houston could potentially do right here. Because now it's a 4-point game. It is a 4-point game with Houston and Gonzaga. I mean, they're on the back foot now because Gonzaga's got all the momentum in the world. There are a lot, including mine, but there are a lot of brackets on the back foot right now. Guarantee you, if Houston loses this, that'll be the kill shot. Because there's still quite a few perfect brackets left. But I guarantee you, if Houston blows this, there will be no more perfect brackets. That'll be it. That's an interesting hit right there. They're going to call it Gonzaga ball, it looks like, but they're going to review it. And this is a 4-point game, so this is a huge call right here. Oh, dadgummit. I think that's going to be Houston ball. That looked like it might have been Houston ball. I'm just happy we're winning. Yeah, me too. Let's check it on mine, shall we? Now that BYU's won, let's check in on how the brackets line up. So now let me refresh. So now I have moved up to number 4, actually. Here's what it looks like. I've moved up to number 4 in the bracket. We've got a new number 1. Brian Wolf 21 actually is now in the number 1 ranking. Behind him are Chonky Chuck and Weggy RH. Then me, Jay West, and Ian Key. Ian the Hyper's down here. Kyle, Mian, a bunch of other people. This guy deserves to be at the very bottom just for that name alone. Preston's fallen off. Preston was on top. Preston was on top, and then he just completely fell off. Vandy Mapper. That one was destined to blow the moment you picked Vandy to win the title. Goob. Poor Goob. Down here at number 31. Here go Lucas. At number 36. And then, yeah, just the rest of them. The rest of the dummies who couldn't figure out and fill out their bracket. So that's what's going on right now. This is actually BYU's first Sweet 16 since 2011. I believe it. And I believe in them to get a whole lot further is what I think. I think they're going to get further. This ain't going to be the last. Or at least I hope they get further. My bracket is kind of preying on that. So cross your fingers and hope for the best. That's all I can say. How much time's left in this Gonzaga game? Because Squidtard desperately needs a bathroom break, and you're not helping. If they drag this on any further, I might have to just walk out of here before it ends. Because I'm struggling to hold it all in. I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. Now, come on now. End this already, please. They're not going to end it. They're going to have about 92 more fouls. And then a whole bunch of other stuff. These games never end quick when you need them to. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. That's money out of my wallet, Wolverine, so I don't think I can do that. I might be able to give it to you on discount. So I'll see what I can do about that. But no, the free giveaways. That's money out of my pocket, so it's hard for me to do that. So Houston's got ball. They did give it to Houston as I predicted. They're going to shoot up for a 3, and they get the rebound, but now it's Gonzaga ball. They turned it over. They look like they got the rebound. When they tried to shoot up for it again, looks like they whiffed. But I think Gonzaga just got fouled. Yes, they did. They got fouled, and Chad, I cannot hold it in any longer, so I got to get out of here. I mean, not like stop the stream, but I mean, I've got to like go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be back as soon as possible, but it's going to take me a minute. I'll be back. Okay, all right, I'm back. Sorry about that interruption. It was an emergency. So if I'd stood here for a second longer, we would have had a bigger problem. So glad I fixed that. Anyway, Gonzaga makes 2 more free throws, and we're looking at a 1-point game right here. This is a 1-point game. A lot of brackets are in big trouble right now. Looks like Gonzaga forced a foul, so but right now it's 77-76, 14.2 left to go in this game. There's a lot on the line for brackets wise. Houston is chalking. Yeah, no, they're chalking big time. They might even be choking. It gets bad. It's real bad. Like, uh-oh. Like, uh-oh. There's a lot on the line. Anyway, Houston's at the free throw line now. This could potentially cause a lot of problems for Gonzaga. We'll see. They hit the first one, so it's 78-76 now. It's looking like Houston's going to barely pull out of this one, but it's going to be really tough. Gonzaga's done a great job of coming back and making this thing respectable, but it's all a matter of whether or not they can actually finish the job. That's what we're waiting on. So here's the second free throw. And it is up. Bam. It is good. It's a 3-point game now. 79-76. 14 seconds left. Clock's going down. They run down as fast as they can. Shoots it. Throws it to another man. 6 seconds left. They attempt something. Throws it late. And it's out of bounds. And they're going to give the ball to Houston. Controversial ending as always. Ref ball comes in at the clutch to make it all about them. Who would have thought? Woo! Shout out to Ref Ball. They saved a hell of a lot of brackets tonight. Saved a hell of a lot of brackets. And I'm sure the people who are picking Gonzaga to pick off the upset are really, really pissed about it. They're really, really pissed about it. But yeah, that should do it right there. That's the finisher. The gut punch. And free throw does it, and there you have it. Houston's going to walk away with the dub. And they will be facing the Soiler makers in the Sweet 16. And it was a hard-fought game. Made it a hell of a battle at the end, Gonzaga did, but Houston pulls it out and gets the W, so not a lot of drama so far. I mean, they've at least made it entertaining, but that's about it. That's the gist of it right there. Checking out some of the other brackets, nothing too special. LSU's beating the hell out of San Diego State in the women's bracket, so there's that. Women's brackets, if you thought the men's bracket was uninteresting, the women's bracket was really, really uninteresting. I mean, the only seeded upsets that have actually happened were Indiana over Utah, 9 Indiana over number 8 Utah, 10 seed Oregon over 7 seed Vandy. Yes, Vandy lost in the first round again in another sport, so good job for them. Mississippi State over Cal was a 9-8 upset. I mean, there was not a lot of anything going on. South Dakota State is a 10 seed, but 7 seed Oklahoma State. So, damn, even in women's basketball, Oklahoma State can't escape the hell of sport ball. And then that's it. That's it. So if you thought the men's bracket was uninteresting in terms of upsets, boy, the women's bracket has really, really been uninteresting for you. Is there any other games going on tonight, or is this the last of it? Oh, are we the last one on the slate? Well, I guess we are. It would be us, huh? Gotta throw us to the friggin' midnight slate, so thanks for that. Thanks for that. I guess 3 a.m. wasn't available. For the first time since 2014, Gonzaga is not in the Sweet 16. Well, they got a really rough draw, so you can't really blame them for that, but you can blame them for their regular season performance, which put them in this position in the first place. You can blame them for that. These damn cats are starting to piss me off. First they want in, and then as soon as I let them both in, now they want out. And then I let them back in again, and now they want out again. And then finally I put them out, and now guess what? They want back in. So they're just gonna stay out. How about that? They can meow and body slam the door all they want to. I'm not letting them in. Yep. See, I can see their paw from. I'm about to just shoot the squirt bottle down. How about that? How about that? I'm gonna give you this. This is a squirt gun. For whenever they act up, this is the squirt gun. Yeah, you know what? That's what. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. I shot his paw with the squirt gun, and he's just chilling there. Scooter, what are you doing? Why do you want in so bad? You're just gonna want out again. Come on. Come here, Scooter. Come here, both of you. Both of you, get in. Here. Look at them. Look at these little turdlets. This is ridiculous. Like, why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why? Why are you like this? Okay, chill. There you go. Only difference between Oregon football and Gonzaga basketball is the Zags would collapse if Few leaves. I mean, Oregon has had a few really bad years. They've had a few really bad collapses. People may not know it, but Gonzaga is a pretty small school. I believe it. If you're not big enough to even have a football program, then yeah, you're a small school. So that doesn't surprise me. Scooter, stop. You just wanted out, dude. You just wanted out. Why? See, Smokey's down here on the floor and he's chilling out. And here goes shithead over here. Anyway, now it's time. UCLA, Tennessee's back on, so now we're going to get another taste of what the Vols can bring to the table. UCLA starts out with the ball, so there's that. Bruins moving down the field, or on the court. They're in the 2 position, and they throw it way out of line, and it's going to be Tennessee ball. There we go. All right, I'm done with y'all. Get out. Go. Leave. Go. Bye-bye. Go patronize the rest of the house. Tennessee makes a 2-point shot, so there's that. 34-25 now. Sakai Ziegler makes another one. Yeah, and now he wants back in, of course. Of course. Enough with you. Enough with you. All right. I didn't know Gonzaga was located in Washington. Oh, wow, Ziegler forced a foul, too. So it's a 10-point game now. The Vols are starting to run away with this thing. They're on a big-time run. And worst of all, it seems like they've got all the momentum. That's the worst part. So we'll see what they've got here. We'll see what UCLA... We'll see what the Bruins can do to get back into this one. Moving around, trying to shoot up for a 3. That's exactly what they'll do, and perfectly nailed. Perfect 3. That's exactly what they need to get back into this one. It's a 7-point game now. Here's Ziegler, tries to run past him, can't do that, throws it, gives it to Okpara, and he throws it at the ground, and it's UCLA ball. First he throws it at the ground, and then he gets it again, and then throws it straight into the hands of the UCLA man. I mean, like what? What is going on in your head? Well, anyway, after that, whatever that was, here's UCLA with the ball. The run up for the 2 goes into the hands of Zach Edey Jr., but Tennessee steals it from him, and now they got ball again. We'll see if they can make something happen out of it. They've got it. Never mind, they don't got it because Milicic drops it, so it is into the hands of UCLA once again. That was a bad throw by Chaz, though. That didn't help them at all. Looks like Ziegler forced the ball out there. Might have been in the hands of UCLA. Okay, see, why they got to show that graphic? Most NCAA tournament appearances with no Final Four appearances. Up yours. Up yours. Why you got to show that? What does that prove? Are you trying to say that Rick Barnes is a bad coach? Is that what you're trying to say? That is goofy. Anyway, Ziegler just stole it from UCLA, and now they have a chance to get it too, and they got it. Beautiful toss to Chaz Lanier, and he gets it. Mitigates some of the damage, and now it's a 9-point game. Here's the Bruins now. Try and play some good defense this time. Don't let them get another 3. Running outside, trying to get something, throws it back. Doing a whole lot of running, throws it again. They're doing a whole lot of running, staying at the 3-point marker. I get they're going to try and shoot up for a 3. That's exactly what they do, and of course they get it. Oh, no. No. UCLA got their swagger back, and now they can't stop hitting 3s. Here's Ziegler on a throw, whiffed on it horribly for whatever reason. Now here's UCLA back with the ball. It's a 6-point game still. They're probably going to try and shoot for another 3 because they've been hitting those like nobody's business. Here's a 2, and thankfully they miss it. What should have been an easy throw, and they miss it. The ball goes out of bounds, and I have no idea who got possession of that one. Looks like it's UCLA ball. Yeah, Rick Barnes ain't a bad coach, but this certainly isn't the best performance I've seen from a Rick Barnes team. I've seen better in the regular season. Hell, I've seen better in the tournament. Chaz misses what was the easiest 2 I've ever seen in my life, so UCLA is getting the ball back again. Once again, our offense has completely stagnated to where it's just a wet brick. And there's a foul on Tennessee to start, so Tennessee's first foul of the night, or the first foul of the second half. Woo! Woo! So much excitement. What joy. I mean, I guess I just ought to be happy with the fact that we're still up. We've got a 7-point lead, so that's got to count for something. Is it funny Oregon, not a basketball school, is a random Final Four appearance? Yeah. It's. I guess we're going to be hearing about that too. This specific team had a year this long ago where they had a really, really good year. So we're going to talk about it a whole bunch of times. It's not necessarily Oregon, but it's a lot of everybody. UCLA misses what should have been a clean shot, and Tennessee is going to get ball back. I mean, a lot of it has been Tennessee playing really good defense, but some of this has definitely been UCLA self-mutilation. Same thing Tennessee's going through. That's the thing. Here's Milicic trying to run out. Now runs inside. Now gives it to Gainey. Gainey runs in. Now they give it to Ziegler or Chaz Lanier, and he nails it. Let's go, Chaz Lanier. 17 points for Chaz. Just another great performance by him. It looks like he's going to have another day where he gets 18 or more points. And the golden rule is if Chaz gets 18 or more, we win. If he doesn't, we lose. So all he needs is 1 more point. If he gets 1 more point, look, we might get this one in the bag. We'll see. UCLA still got ball. They're going to shoot up. Nope, never mind. They're going to change their mind. Looking for, still at the 3-point marker. Nope, now goes for a 2. Goes for the easy shot and dunks it. But it looks like, no, it looks like he missed it. Okay, cool. It's our ball now. Spectacular. And that'll take us to a timeout. So it's 40-31 now. 40-31, 15-32 left in the second half. Felix Okpara finally did something. Hey, his time was coming. It's a Great Britain miracle. We got to play the clip.
God save the Queen!
I'm glad he finally showed up. When's the Sweet 16? March 27th through 28th. Thursday and Friday. I really hope it's not a Thursday game because I do have a class on Thursday, and that would suck. I don't know what I would do about that if it was scheduled during class. The odds of our Sweet 16 game being scheduled during my class are, if you think about it, extremely unlikely. Because I only have one class past noon. And so if you think about it, it's extremely unlikely ratio-wise that would happen. But it's in my genes for that to be my luck. So don't be surprised if something comes up during that. We'll see, though. The Elite Eight's from March 29th through the 30th. So I'd love to make it past that. That would be so great. That would be so great if Tennessee could make it past the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight. Get into their first ever Final Four. But I guess we'll see in due time, won't we? Our game would be on Friday. I'd certainly hope you're right. Don't guarantee it. My luck has definitely been worse. Not to get too personal, but do you actually go to UT? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm a full-time student. I graduate next semester, in fact. Thank goodness, too, because I'm tired of it. Once you get through 11 semesters of school or college, you really start to get sick of it. So only 2 more semesters, then I'll finally be able to move on with my life with my bachelor's degree. If the channel... Man, I want the channel to do extremely successful so I can move it to full-time, but that's going to be so difficult. So that's why I'm doing as much as I can right now to get as much of a stabilized net worth as I can. Because if it continues to, go up trajectory-wise as it is, I could possibly turn it into a full-time job. Now, I would have to do other things along with that probably, but I would love to make this my full-time job because I love doing YouTube. But that's ways away. We're focusing on the current day. Welcome to the current year. That's all that matters. Tennessee's still playing. Here's UCLA. No, Tennessee's got ball. Over to Ziegler. Who's going to try and run this in. Go up for the 2. Nope. Throws it back to Gainey. Gainey going for a 3. Nails it. And that's Tennessee's biggest lead of the night. We've got a 12-point lead with 15 minutes left to go. Let's go. Jordan Gainey nailed that one. He's UCLA now trying to shoot up for the 2. And they miss it. And, of course, Zach Edey Jr. forces a Tennessee foul. Time is an endless circle. That's all that ever will be. So I guess that means tall guy's going to go at the free throw line? Or what? I'd love to know the answer. Milicich's coming out. So that's something to take into focus. Thankfully, it is not. Thankfully, they don't get free throws out of it. Let's see what they've got here. Come on. Tall guy's got it, trying to get something out of it. Throws to another UCLA man. They're going to try and make something out of it. Throws to another guy. Throws to another guy. They're way outside. They're at half court right now. Now they're going to try and run in. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Misses it. And Tennessee recovers. Throws it to Jordan Gainey. So let's see what Tennessee's got. Gainey running on the outside. You're going to try and run in. Throws it to Lanier. Chaz Lanier. Who then throws it to Milicic. Or, never mind. That's not him. Whatever. Chaz Lanier shoots a 3 and gets it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't even have time to know what's going on. I don't even know who's in anymore. All I know is that Chaz Lanier has hit over 18 points. And you guys know exactly what that means, baby. It means the Vols are running away with this one. 15-point lead. And UCLA just took a timeout. Beautiful. Puts a gigantic smile on my face, and it really makes me happy. There's an Auburn guy in there, by the way. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that in the highlight reel? There was an Auburn guy in the back. That's hilarious. No, it's guaranteed. Tennessee is in the Midwest region. Midwest region Sweet 16 games don't play till Friday. Oh, that's great for me then. Never mind. All right, that won't be a problem. Thank you very much, Wolverine, for letting me know about that. That is not going to be a problem then. Because I've got classes on Thursday, but I don't do anything. I do work on Friday, but I get off a little after noon. So that'll be great for me. That'll be great for me. It's almost midnight. Good grief. That just hit me. It's almost midnight, and here we are still watching these Vols play. Usually every time Tennessee's playing under the lights like this, we lose. I'm not used to us coming out and winning this late at night. Ain't that an anomaly in itself? I think if I'm right, if memory serves me right though, wasn't the national championship for baseball, wasn't that really late at night though? Like it started at like 8 o'clock, because I remember we did the Vol-Star podcast right after we won the national championship in baseball. I really don't remember though. I know it was a late night game because we did the Vol-Star podcast and everything, and then me, Lucas, and Julio went on there and bagged on Texas A&M and then all the doubters too, which was fun, very very fun, winning our first national championship in baseball. It was quite spectacular, even. It was quite the spectacular moment in history. You're not wrong, Goob. You're not wrong, Goob. There could become an off chance that maybe they reschedule it for Thursday, just in spite of Squidtard. So don't count on anything, you know what I mean? Today's been a great day so far. A lot of great basketball games. Tardarius wins the national championship. Tennessee is running away with this game against UCLA. What a great day. Really great day. But it'll be nice to take a break from, a little break from streaming. I've been doing this for a while. I mean, we've been streaming what feels like almost every single day. For a long time. So I'll be taking tomorrow off streaming wise, but we'll be back with it Monday night for the Vol-Star podcast. Then Tuesday, of course, will be Tardarius Tuesdays. Not quite sure what I'll be playing for Tuesday, but I'll have something planned for you guys as always. Oh, dadgummit, you just gave the ball back to UCLA. UCLA steals it. Scoring drought for them. No points in the last 4 minutes. So we'll see if they can maybe hit something here. I'm waiting on them to hit a bullshit 3. They go for a 2 and get it. So there's that. Thankfully it's just a 2, but that was a really, really big 2 that they made right there. Alright, what do they got here? Here's Gainey with the ball. 13:37 left to go in the game. Gainey throws back to Chaz Lanier or Sakai Ziegler. I can never really tell. Uh-oh. Is Chaz Lanier good? They've got the camera pinned on him as if he's hurt. No, he got pushed out. He got pushed out, but he does look like he's hurt a bit. I hope he's okay. He looks fine, which is good. Just walk it off, brother. So they're going to review this. They're going to review this for something. Would this be a foul? I guess not. I guess not. They didn't call it. Quite clearly pushed him out of bounds, but I guess they don't care about that. Me referee. Me stupid. Me quite stupid. Duh. SMH shaking my head. That's insane. I mean, that's insane. I don't know what they're. I mean, like, what are like? How? That's crazy. Where would you rank this day out of all the days in your life? If I had to rank it top 25, it would be Texas A&M ranked. Basically, ranked at a spot where it shouldn't be. Not to throw another stray at Goob, but that's the easiest. That's the easiest joke I can think of there. It's easy pickings when you're thinking of Texas A&M in the rankings. All right, here we go. Ziegler's got ball, trying to shoot up for a 2, throws it back at the 3. Now shoots it at a 3, and that was a terrible throw. I don't even like. Why in the world do you even throw that? Was it because the shot clock was low? I didn't even check. Otherwise, that's a terrible throw. All right, here we go. On the run. Nope, going to shoot this one out. Now tries to run up for it. Shoots a 2. Great blocking up front. Now Ziegler's got it. Gives it to Chaz Lanier, who throws it. Nope, not quite. Thought he was going to throw it back. Now hands it off. And the ball is on the ground, and it's thrown straight to a UCLA player. So UCLA's got it now. The Bruins trying to make something out of nothing here. Shoots up for a 3, and it bounces off. And Tennessee actually recovers. Wow. But the hold your horses. Hold up. Hold up. What's wrong now? Is it UCLA ball? Is it ref ball? What happened? What happened? I can never keep up at this point. It's always some bullshit. Wow. And Chaz Lanier breaks the single season made 3-pointers record at Tennessee. In fact, he might be the only guy there who makes threes. Nobody else does. Jordan Gainey on a good day does, but that's it. All right, here we go, though. Tennessee still got the ball. They got a 13-point lead. Under 13 minutes left to go in this ball game. Got to get something going. Here goes Ziegler for the 3. Bounces off, no good. They actually get a rebound, though, believe it or not, which is a shocking revelation indeed. Really stunning, even. Like, wow. Mind blown. I'm stunned. I'll tell you what, I'm shocked by that. But Meshak's got it now. Meshak's back in, I guess. I didn't see him for a while. Here's Gainey giving it back to Ziegler. Now Ziegler runs in, throws up for the 2. Gets it! There we go. Scoring drought ended. Tennessee back up by 15. I'm hearing a whole bunch of screaming over here, and it turns out that they're now airing the AEW or fake wrestling contest or whatever the hell this is. Looks like UCLA just might have turned the ball over. Every time I look at these WWE guys or whoever they are on the screen over on TNT, it looks less like they're trying to wrestle each other and more like they're trying to take a massive dump. Like literally, it looks like both of them are just trying to take a massive shit. Like they've had about a week's worth of Popeyes that they ate, and then they took a big thing of laxatives and they're trying to hold it in. That's exactly what that looks like. It's disturbing. Media timeout, yeah, figures. That's a low blow, man. I've been hurt enough today. You can always watch the game on your computer during class, depending on if your professor is chill or not. That's not the point. I could. You're absolutely right. I absolutely could. That's not the problem, though. I want to be live for the game, and I obviously can't go live from my computer screen when I'm not there. I probably could go live from my laptop, but my laptop is run off of an i5 core. I'll show you guys. This ain't the worst laptop ever, but it's like your average everyday Dell laptop. Got this thing back when I was in community college, about 4 years ago. And it's your standard run-of-the-mill laptop, does what you need it to do and then some. It just about barely runs, Adobe software and stuff like that. I'm glad I took it out because I needed to charge it. But it's not, it doesn't run like this thing does. Although an upgrade on this bad boy might be needed in the future, because in case y'all don't know, Windows 10 is they're going to be ending support for Windows 10 by the end of the year, and there are a lot of computers, especially ones like these, possibly that are not going to be supported by Windows 11, and obviously that's really really bad. So an upgrade may or may not be needed in the future, pending what happens there. So we'll see how it goes. And obviously, that's the upgrade from Windows 10 to 11 is mandatory for anyone using Windows computers. So make sure you get yours checked. That's important. Yeah, even with like Tennessee is just not a team built for blowouts. They have a really hard time blowing out anybody. You don't have Windows 11? No, this computer has been, I've had this PC for a long time now. For 6-7 years I've run with this bad boy. Probably 6 roughly, because I got it in the summer of 2019. And I got it for necessity because my old laptop that I used to make all my videos on died. Like, legitimately just completely died. It was the weirdest thing. I was working on a video in the middle of the night, and then my laptop literally just died. It's random. It's weird shit. Anyway, we tried to go for a 3 and bricked it. Shocking revelation, I know. UCLA gets ball here under 11 minutes left to go, down by 15. It's going to be crunch time for them. They shoot up a 2, and it bounces off the rim and then bounces right back in. So lucky break for the Bruins right there. Now here's Tennessee. Meshack almost went for the 3, but changes his mind. So we'll see what they can bring to the table here. Gainey throws it back to Meshack. And here's Meshack again running around. Gives it to Ziegler. Ziegler still at the 3-point line. Does something. Looks for in the lane. Doesn't find one. Gives it back to Gainey. And then throws to Meshack with a wide open 3. Possible. And he nails it. Freaking nails it. Now it's a 16-point lead for the Vols. Biggest one of the night. And so far we're just continuing to make this worse for them. So UCLA has little response now. Our defense is playing really, really well. Everybody's in position. The only thing that they're surviving on is really lucky 3s, so we'll see if they can try and get one here. They're going to try and run this one in. Shoots up for the 2. Misses it. Ball comes out at the end and looks like it's going to be UCLA ball because the Tennessee guy touched it last. That's huge. That three-pointer Meshack made pretty much, yeah, it felt like it just took all of the wind out of UCLA's sails because they needed just about anything now to get back into this ball game. And, there's 10 minutes left. There's 10 minutes left in this game. They have all the time in the world to go on a run here. So use those timeouts. Use those timeouts only when you need them to. Ricky Barnes. So we'll see what they can bring up here. UCLA's got ball in scoring position. They're going to run this one out. Looking for something. Throws up and misses it. Now it's Meshack who recovers it. Who then gives it to Ziegler. Ziegler looking for anything. Milicich's back in. Tosses it over to him. Runs with it for a bit. Looking for anything. Gives it back to Ziegler. Or Meshack. Now it's over to Ziegler. Throws up. And he throws it straight to the hands of... that looked like when Nico is trying to throw something and ends up throwing a pick. That's what that looked like. Although Tennessee did play great defense there, trying to prevent them from scoring. But unfortunately for him... Ref ball. Ref ball. Yeah. Good old ref ball coming in clutch as always. Ain't much you can do about that. So UCLA is going to get some free throws here. And that's all there's going to be to it. And ain't much you can do about that. So there we go. You know Tennessee's kicking ass when a lot of the people from the stream leave. That's how you know Tennessee's kicking ass, because when the stream viewership is at an all-time low, that's how you know Tennessee's kicking ass. People want to see me suffer, and if they don't get that and they don't want to stick around, I can't blame them. I can't blame them. And think about it. This is really bad for the people who want to see me suffer, because not only did you see my dynasty team go on to win the national championship, now you're seeing Tennessee on a run here against UCLA. I'm swimming in success so far, at least. There's still 9 minutes left in this game. All right, so we're in a similar position here. Ziegler's got ball. Lanier gives it to Cade Phillips, who hits the 2. So there you go. It's a 15-point game once again. All right, here we go. Runs this one out. At the 3-point line once again. They're sticking around with it. Tall guy's out was something I immediately noticed. It's hard to not notice him, thankfully. They shoot up for a 3 and miss it. So it's Tennessee ball. Tennessee has got the ball. 8:30 left to go. Milk that clock as much as you can now, because you've got a huge lead. No point playing stupid. No point playing like big dummies. You got this one. And looks like UCLA got fouled. Yes, the Bruins have gotten fouled. I've run out of tricks for this. What should I do? Whee! This thing has lost its purpose. It used to be for the swimming pool. But I think it's too short for that. This is a pretty small pool noodle, all things considered. There are way bigger pool noodles, but it's yellow, so that's what counts. Anyway, Tennessee tries to get this in. Almost rebounds, but as you know, Tennessee is incapable of rebounding the basketball, so almost said football again, dude. You can tell where my mind is being set, but anyway, looks like it's going to be Tennessee ball regardless, because a UCLA guy touched it last. TSB says hook 'em horns. Did they win today? Well, it's not over yet, but they're up by 40 against William and Mary, 2 individuals. So I'm willing to bet that they've got that one clutched up. I look away for 1 second, and the play's already over because UCLA fouled again. Whee! Thank you for being as considerate as you are, UCLA. They just can't seem to get out of their own way now. I look back over here at the screen, and there's one guy choking at another guy, and they both look like they're about to take a massive shit all over themselves. Yes. Wrestling for sport. The guy who won looks like he's 17 years old. Oh, and my gosh, Milicic just hit the most beautiful dunk I've ever seen in my life. We are cooking in all angles right now. So we'll see. Tall guy's back in, but he can't get anything going. Tries to shoot up for the 2. Gets it, so I guess he can get some. Surprised he didn't call a foul along with that. Oh, wait, that isn't. I don't know if that is tall guy. No, that isn't. He's just another tall guy. Not tall guy trademark, just another tall guy. Did I say tall guy enough to really get the point across? Tennessee throws and misses, but looks like they forced a foul in the process. So there you go, 55-39, 7-12 left to go. The Vols have all the momentum right now, but there's still plenty of time left in this ball game. My heels are killing me, so I'm going to sit down. Yeah, here goes this. Here goes this beauty. Look at this masterpiece right here. You've got to see this in person to really understand. Isn't this just great? Like what the hell are you supposed to do about that? a whole lot you can do about that. I'll say that much. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to take on Kentucky. Would love to end their season. Yes, but see, it's that is the biggest double-edged sword I can think of. Well, double-edged in the sense that one end is really, really good for us, and then one end is disturbingly bad. Because I want you to think about it for a second, just how terrible your life would be if Kentucky were the team to eliminate us from the tournament. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And Lucas, considering how much you are on the Twitter space, what would you do? You would be in absolute hell right now. But let's end this already, please. It's way too late for this. 11:41. It's 11:41 right now Eastern time. Y'all are playing way too late for my liking. I feel bad for the people who got to get up at 7 in the morning. We got something going here, though. We might. Here's Gainey for 3. Boom. Nailed it. 19-point lead, boys. 19-point lead. It's looking really, really spicy for us now. Now UCLA is going for 3, and it's off. It's off. You can feel the heat in the room now. UCLA is in all kinds of pain now. That might have been the kill shot. They've got no momentum going in their way. Tennessee right now is all the momentum in their way. And with 6:33 left to go, they're going to need a generational run in order to come back. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And looks like somebody blew whistle. Is it a foul on us or on UCLA? I'm not all that sure either. Looks like it's on us. Oh, well. I mean, we're up by 19, so it isn't the end of the world. Oh, no. Now they're going to go on a generational run. It's over for us, boys. Scott Crawford, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, hey, Squid, go Vols. I want them to win it all. Appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully they'll live up to your expectations. I'm certainly hoping so. Guess what, guys? UCLA just missed another 3. Isn't it great when the other team is the one that's just continuously shitting all over themselves? Doesn't that just put a big old smile on your face? Now, Tennessee did just shit themselves there, so that isn't really... I mean... We're about as good as that as anybody else is, but at least we're up by 19, so it mitigates the damage. What's up, Yoel Bush? Hopefully I pronounced that right. 9 AP top 25 wins for Tennessee, most in a single season in program history. After Lanier just broke the single season threes record, Tennessee, that makes me very, very happy. Dadgummit. It was going to happen eventually, but the Bruins finally hit a 3. Now here's Lanier with the ball, who then gives it to Milicic, who then gives it to Sakai Ziegler. Whole lot of trade-off, not a whole lot of shooting. Here's Gainey. Now it's back to Ziegler, who shoots for the 3, and holy shit, he nailed it. Just like that, we're back up 19. This is a very, very bad position for UCLA to be in, because Tennessee's shooting the ball well, and even if they start getting on a scoring run, who's to say that they're going to stop Tennessee from scoring? The only thing that stops Tennessee from scoring is Tennessee. Here's UCLA with a 3, and it almost went in, but it rolls out. Now it looks like they're going to get a lucky break here from the looks of it. This might be a foul. Michigan should have lost yesterday. I'm not. I mean, you're talking about today when they played A&M, or are you talking about the game before? Because they've had some they've had some barn burners for sure. Hey Squid, what's your opinion on Clemson getting upset? My only opinion is that the expectation is greater than the appreciation. That's what Dabo Sweeney would tell you. That's exactly what he'd tell you. But other than that, it helps out my bracket. I was one of the ones that picked McNeese to beat Clemson, and turns out I was right on the money in that one. That was what pretty much got my bracket on the jump start. Here's Chaz Lanier nearly lost the ball, gives it to Milicic. And Milicic lost the ball, okay? Great job. Oh, what a turnaround. Sakai Ziegler gets the jump, snags the ball straight from that UCLA guy. Straight in the path of the UCLA man. And under 5 minutes left to go. All they got to do now is chew out as much clock as possible. Now, Gainey does turn the ball over. And now UCLA's got some momentum as they just managed to hit it too. Still a 17-point game here. So not too worried, but yeah. Oh yeah, California, San Diego. Yeah, that was a good game. A really good game. They put up a big time fight. But yeah, as it usually does, the bigger seed came out on top at the very end, as they do. That's one thing you can always count on them to do. We have not had a lot of upsets in this tournament. Both tournaments even. Ball bounces out at the end there and looks like it's going to be UCLA ball. But again, this down by 17, 4 minutes left to go. Like, they're going to need a prayer, an absolute prayer to get back into this. Oh, now they got tired of letting these random dudes fight each other. Now they've got women fighting each other, and it's the same thing. Both of these women look like they've got to take a massive dump. She just got stomped on, kicked it right in the belly. You know, now that I think about it, and this goes for anybody, both genders. It feels like in wrestling, it's almost it almost makes a lot more sense to be heavier in terms of the weight scale. Like, if you're fat, think about it, because this girl literally just went like this. She lifted her foot up and then stomped on the ground, right on her belly. If you're a fat person, chances are that doesn't hurt you. It just bounces right off. Go Vols, damn right, young man Connor. Damn right to that. Tell it like it is. This is great. This is going to be the second year now that we've done the Vol Star podcast and have made it through the first week. We get another week to talk about the previews of the upcoming games for the Vols. Because we got to do that last year, too. We got to preview the Creighton game because they played Creighton in the Sweet 16, beat them, but then, of course, 8 feet tall happened. Can't do much about that, but we're going to get our chance to do it again, and if somehow, some way they make it to the Final Four, that's going to be so great. I don't even care what they do after that. If Tennessee makes it to the Final Four, there is going to be so much crying going on from a very specific fan base, especially if we beat them along the way. But yeah, this win does feel pretty good because remember, Rick Barnes was originally going to go to UCLA. You know, UCLA tried to get him. Rick Barnes nearly went, then changed his mind at the very last second and stuck around at Tennessee. So, Clearly, Rick Barnes found his school. Anyway, Tennessee's got the no, not anymore. I was going to say Tennessee's got the ball, and then they immediately lost it. I mean that was so. I mean that was hyper speed right there. Didn't even get me a chance to say what was going on. UCLA gets a dunk and they score. Oh, never mind. Looks like there's a foul. Tennessee's fourth foul of the day. Fourth foul of the half, I mean. So it's 4-4 each, and they're going to get 2 free throw shots out of it. Blech. Yeah, Gonzaga, speaking of which, I mean, I'm sure you saw it, Scott, but I mean, they were one more shot away at one point of beating Houston. I mean, they were super close to actually getting the W on them. Then they sort of folded at the very end there. Really kind of screwed things up for them. There's the next free throw, and it is 61-46, under 4 minutes left to go. So they're on a bit of a run, but they're going to need a whole lot more. The UCLA fans look dejected as all can be. So Tennessee just needs to focus on running down this clock. UCLA, of course, overly aggressive considering how much time's left on the clock. Sakai Ziegler's got the ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Everybody in position. 3:30 left to go in the game. Throws it to Meshack, considered going up for it, changes his mind. Oh, that's Gainey. Jordan Gainey now shoots out for the 2, completely whiffs, doesn't even hit it, doesn't even hit the net. So it'll be, of course, Bruins ball, and they throw up and miss it. Or they get the dunk. And I think they're about to get a foul, too. No, they don't. Okay, so they don't give them the points, but it is a Tennessee foul, so you might as well just go ahead and give them the points because they're going to hit both of these free throw shots. Pending they do, it'll make it a 13-point game. Who do you have winning it all? I have Florida. In my bracket, at least. The homer in me is obviously screaming no. No, Florida is not winning it, but that's genuinely what I think. They're the hottest team in the country right now from the looks of it. So, you know, pending no significant collapse against UConn, I'm willing to believe that Florida is going to carry this thing all the way to the top, but we'll see. 13-point game here. Tennessee with the ball and whistles blown. I mean, I don't even get the chance to say that Tennessee has the ball because the moment I say it, they've already turned the freaking ball over again. And there's another foul. I think this one's on UCLA, so thank goodness for that. At least we got that going for us. Man, I've watched nothing but hype today, though. Tennessee winning earlier, or Tennessee winning now. Tardarius winning earlier. And then before that, I did watch the last solo leveling episode, and that was goated. So, yeah, it's just been a day of watching peak. And speaking of peak, Tennessee just hit a beautiful 3. I believe that was Jemai Meshack. Yes, Jemai Meshack hit that. It's a 16-point game. Under 3 minutes left to go. Who all lost today? Man, I guess you really did just wake up. You need like a recap of everything? We'll go through it as soon as I see UCLA hit this or whatever this is, and they miss it. And it looks like it's going to be Tennessee ball. How about that? How about that? Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, we had a lot of, I mean, it was a lot of similar results. I mean, Arkansas beat St. John's. That's probably the biggest upset, and that was really, really early in the day. That Piggies, I mean, I was just getting the Dynasty stream started when Arkansas beat St. John's, so, but that is probably the biggest upset of the day. Texas Tech held out against Drake. Obviously, looks like Tennessee is going to get the W against UCLA. There's 2 minutes left to go. UCLA's got the ball, but they're down by 16. They're trying to do whatever they can to get back into this one. They miss a go-ahead, too. They miss a layup. So, yeah, bad news for them. Purdue won against McNeese, takes care of that Cinderella. Houston, of course, barely survived against Gonzaga, so it'll be Houston and Purdue in the Sweet 16 matchup. BYU held out against Wisconsin. I thought they were going to choke at the end, but they barely managed to hold out and get the W there. So my Final Four pick, still alive. Thank goodness. What else we got? Oh, Auburn. Auburn struggled too. Held out against Creighton. Texas A&M did their inevitable yearly choke job in sports as they always do. So it's Auburn and Michigan in that Sweet 16 match. And that's your recap. That's your recap. It's a 14-point game here. UCLA hit a 2. 1:28 left to go. We're back into another commercial break. These next 2 minutes are going to feel slow as hell. It's going to be like a damn sleep fest. Go Auburn. Is that what you say? Who are they playing? Oh yeah, I forgot. They beat Creighton barely, but they managed to pull that one out. Let's see where some of these other guys ahead of us had Tennessee. Yeah, mostly everybody on these bracket lists had Tennessee winning the first 2 rounds. So not a lot's gonna change after this in the Tardarius bracket. Yeah, nothing's gonna change. Everybody's gonna kind of be around the same level. Not many people are actually gonna lose. Most people expected Tennessee to get at least this far. We gonna beat Kentucky? Well, it may not be Kentucky. It might be Illinois. It might be Illinois we face. You never know. So hopefully we beat either one that shows up. According to College Basketball Report, one of these teams will win the national championship. Houston, Duke, Iowa State, Florida, Auburn, and Tennessee. They are one of the. I mean, that's a selection of the hottest and best performing teams in the country. So there you go. Would not surprise me in the slightest. I'm going to be crossing my fingers tomorrow that Michigan State winds up choking. Because, remember, my Cinderella this season is New Mexico, the Lobos. And they pulled out against, they managed to get the W against Marquette. So already one for one on that. But now they've got to go and face Michigan State. So that is going to be a tough one. But if they can do that, oh boy, it's going to be happy times for me. We'll see how it goes though. Tennessee just running out the rest of this clock. Chewing as much as they can. Ziegler, I mean, they're just passing the ball to everybody. Gainey's wrapped up. Tries to run it out. Eventually does. Throws it back. Cade Phillips is open. Nope, never mind. Gives it back to Ziegler. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Gives it to Gainey. Trying to find an open lane. Shoots up for a 3. Doesn't even get close. But that'll chew it down to 54 seconds. When's the next Dynasty stream? Next Saturday. And let's see. I want to look and kind of make sure I get a feed here. On where things are. Sweet 16 is the 28th. Oh, I didn't even realize that I read it wrong. I thought the 28th and the 20th. I thought the 28th was on Thursday. Stupid silly me. 28th is on Friday. Okay, cool. 28th through 29th. So if Lucas was right and the Midwest bracket's on Friday, that means the Dynasty stream should be at regularly scheduled time at 7 o'clock. on Saturday. UCLA takes a timeout right after hitting an amazing 3, so it's an 11-point game now. So, yes, the next Dynasty stream should be on scheduled time. I doubt Illinois will beat Kentucky. I think it'll be us and the Cats, but they beat us twice, and Rick Barnes definitely has a Sweet 16 Elite 8 ceiling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. There's it's going to be hell on this app. It's going to be hell on every app imaginable. Pretty much all of social, pretty much just life. Everything will be hell if Kentucky beats us for a third time in a row in the March Madness tournament. I mean, you can't picture a fan base more toxic towards Tennessee fans during basketball than Kentucky fans are. Now, believe me, the feeling's mutual on both sides. We rag on Kentucky basketball as much as we can, but for them to beat us a third time in a row in the tournament, that's really, really bad. Like, really, really bad. That would be a nightmare scenario. I missed the stream today. Sorry about that. No, you're fine. It's your time. You're not legally obligated by contract to join a Squidtard stream. I do this for fun. Nobody's legally obligated to join these streams, even if you are a moderator. Even if you are a mod, you're not under legal obligation to join these streams. But yeah, Tennessee hits some free throws. Under 40 seconds left, 37. The clock continues to go down. Tennessee is just doing more and more work as the game progresses. UCLA just doing whatever they can to get some brownie points in, and they'll do that. Look, man, you lost. Quit trying. You lost. This is like when an FCS team is down by like 9 scores in the fourth quarter, and instead of just putting their backups in and just running the clock out, just wishing for it to be over, they have their first strings in, trying to use all their timeouts to the best of their ability, and pretty much just dragging this game. And it pisses me off too, because the only thing it does is risk the possibility of injuries. It's a 10-point game with 30 seconds left in the game. You know, you've got one timeout. Just call it wraps, man. Cade Phillips should have hit that, but I guess he didn't. And UCLA thankfully got fouled. But yeah, I mean, I like the don't give up, type of personality. That's something I'd love in any team, in any player. I never want to give up in a position like that. But when you're down by this much with this little time left in the game, you just fight for it to be over. You know what I mean? And Cade Phillips, of course, misses the first free throw. So, yeah. But even if we do win, it does irritate me that they're trying to drag this thing out as much as possible, because literally all it's doing is dragging this out and risking the possibility of injuries on both sides. That's detrimental for UCLA too, but it's also a problem for us, especially since we have more games coming up in the tournament. You know what I mean? They missed the shot, and Tennessee's fouled, so of course they're going to drag this even further. Do you ever see us making a Final Four deep college football playoff run with Hazel as OC? No. I don't even think we make the playoffs next year. I honestly don't. I think Heupel is too much of a reliance on his coaching staff, and for me, I've got to believe, I have to see it to believe it type of moment. We haven't beaten Florida or Alabama in their home turf in over 20 years, and our entire philosophy with Joey Hazel as our offensive coordinator. This could be a Heupel thing. It could very well be a Heupel thing where we have where he doesn't trust his quarterbacks on the road. He does not trust his offense on the road, and rather than trying to go out there and win the game, what the next option is just play as soft as possible and hope the defense can bail you out. And more often than not, especially in those really big rivalry games, every single time, it's guaranteed to smack you right in the ass. So I'm not confident in what I'm seeing. And the only coaching change that we've actually made over the offseason so far is not even a coaching change. It's a coaching. We've got a new coach on the squad, an offensive analyst by the name of, and this is going to make some of you cringe if you're Oklahoma fans, Seth Luttrell. Yes. Oklahoma's offensive coordinator is out now an offensive analyst at Tennessee. I mean, like, the jokes make themselves at this point. You know what I mean? But that's all there is to it. You like my Terps tomorrow? I do. I like them having a pretty deep run in the tournament. All right, then. Well, there you have it. Tennessee wins. The Volunteers prevail over UCLA in what was a pretty boring second half. But Tennessee comes out, gets the win, goes on to the Sweet 16 for the third straight season. They'll be going on to face either Kentucky or Illinois. One of those two teams, whichever one wins against their opponent tomorrow, is going to be our next challenge awaiting us in the Sweet 16. After that, if we somehow prevail, we'll be going up against either Houston or Purdue in the Elite Eight. So the road ahead looks challenging, but this team is prepared for just about anything. So cross your fingers, hope for the best, and hopefully we learn how to hit a 3 over the course of this next week. That's all there is to it, boys. All right, now what do we got to do? 5 push-ups. Not a lot to do, and my alarm went off for some reason. But there you have it. Oh, wow, indeed. Looks like we do have 5 more push-ups to do. Scott Crawford with the $5 super chat coming in, or $10 super chat. Shout out for the $10 super chat. He says, "Hey, Squid, have you seen the Cavs? They're on a 4-game losing streak. Good for them." Good for them is all I can really say about that. I don't really pay attention to NBA at all, if anything. That's definitely one of the sports I do not pay attention to, but good for them nonetheless. Hopefully they figure out how to get it together, or not, if you hate them. All right, then. 15 push-ups to go. Let's get this going, boys. I like your style, man. I came over here from Big Ball Daddy, R.I.P. Yeah. God rest his soul. You definitely have a great Vol channel. I like the realness. Appreciate it, brother. When and what do you think it'll take for us to make a college football playoff run or win a Rose Bowl New Year's 6? An offensive change, for sure. Absolutely an offensive change, because you're not going to win. Well, it's either going to be that or you have to get lucky and get a first-round bye, because Tennessee plays way less conservative and way more aggressive when it's not in the opponent's turf. If it's not in the opponent's home turf, they actually come out and play like an aggressive team. You've seen it. Tennessee's, even if they're still way conservative, they're way more aggressive at home than they are on the road. Even in the neutral site games, you saw it against NC State. There was a lot more creativity in that NC State game when Tennessee was playing them. So, if we're in another situation where we're going to be the road team in the playoffs, then I don't see us getting any further.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, indeed. All right, well, I do have a little bit more time on my hands because Lucas Sharp, so much for him. Shout out to you, buddy. Sent me a $20 super chat. Thank you very much, good buddy. I appreciate it. First up, before anything else, let's hit this gritty as Mr. Wolverine demands. Actually, no. I gotta do this strategically. I've already got the camera down, so might as well hit these push-ups beforehand, or as many as I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we're doing 15. This isn't cheating because, Lucas, you're a co-host on the Vol-Star podcast, so you can see me hit these live. So it isn't necessarily cheating to do the rest of the push-ups on the Vol-Star podcast. But I will do what you requested for. I will do exactly what you requested for. We're going to end out the night with a good old gritty. First off, let me move the chair over here. All right, here we go. Here's what you've been waiting for. All stream, you've been waiting for this one, Lucas. Here you go. I'm about to gift you with the gritty. Ooh! I said right foot crew. Tennessee beats UCLA. Rick Barnes obviously made the right choice to stay in Knoxville. Nobody gives a shit about UCLA. Screw the Bruins. Screw your baby blue color. That belongs to the North Carolina Tar Heels, you bums. Hell, it might belong to Ole Miss now. Might belong to Ole Miss. Is North Carolina even in this tournament? I don't even think they are. Dadgum. Just like Virginia. Hell, just like the rest of the ACC. They can't do shit in the in the tournament. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's your gritty, Lucas. There's your gritty, buddy. Appreciate the $20 super chat, man. All right, guys. Well, appreciate all of you guys for being here. Great night as usual. We'll see you guys again on Monday for the Vol-Star podcast. And then we'll see you guys again on Tuesday over on Scott's trying to kill me and send a 50. You trying to kill me, Scott? I won't complain. I won't complain. I'll say that much. You know, Scott, if you hit a if you hit a 50, if you send me a 50 right now, I'll hit another gritty. I'll make it a long one too. And of course I'll still do the push-ups, but I'll probably delay most of them until the Vol-Star podcast, because again, I am after having a milkshake and quite a few bunch of liquids, I'm definitely hurting on that angle. But you did as you were told. Not necessarily told. It is your money, but man, you're a real one, bro. You're a real one. I mean it. You're a real one, brother. Appreciate it, Scott. You're a great man. All right, here we go. Hitting the gritty again. I said right foot creep. Scott Crawford's the GOAT. Scott Crawford is a legend. He's coming in clutch for the Squidtard crew. Power to Scott Crawford, who comes in clutch for the Squidtard clan once again. Power to Tardaria. And power to Scott Crawford while we're at it. Ooh. Ooh, hell. Might as well get the, Ooh. 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 One thing I'll definitely say is I'm getting way better at this. Like I am. I'm actually hitting the gritty. I'm not like, I'm actually hitting the gritty, not slapping the gritty. I feel awfully proud of myself for that. I really do. I really do. Ooh. 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 Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. God damn it, young man Connor. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Not trying to kill me now. I'm going to be doing push-ups for ages. So we got 90 push-ups. And even though I'm not supposed to hit the gritty up until I hit 50, I'll do a mini gritty. I'll do a mini gritty for Connor. I'll do a mini one. Here you go. I said right foot creep. Young man Connor is the GOAT, coming in with the $20 super chat. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. What do you say? I need another gritty cuz? Cuz what? Just cuz you felt like it? But here you go. Here you go. You earned it. You earned it. Well, tune in for the Vol-Star podcast tomorrow, Monday. Wow. Where was I? I don't even remember. I've gotten so many super chats in like the past minute. I had a hard time even figuring out what I remember what I was saying. Rooster and my Rari. I said right foot creep. Yeah, while in the heat. You know it's late at night when you're seeing infomercials on one of these screens about skincare. You know it's really, really late at night when that's what I'm seeing over on the screen. I'm seeing what looks to be Game of Thrones on this screen. Then there's a skincare commercial on that one, and then they've got the recap of the Arkansas St. John's game on that one. That's how you know it's late. It's like when you're on one of those road trips, you know, and you got the TV on late at night in a hotel room, and you're trying to go to sleep, and then you've got it set to like Sports Center or something, and it's just recaps of Stephen A. Smith screaming in your face about who God knows what. That's exactly what that reminds me of. Quick one last checkup on the old Vol whatever gang. The Vol Cord, the Vol Discord server. And are they complaining still? No. No complaints. They're just getting ready for Kentucky, which, you know, who the hell knows what's going to be? Lord only knows what's going to happen with that. Yeah, no, I'm 90 push-ups. Yeah, no, I'm going to have my work cut out for me in the next few streams. I'll try and do as many as I possibly can. I'll do a few more before I wrap tonight up, as you guys request. And then I'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there you go. Just a few to wrap things up over here. But yeah, great night. Great night overall, man. Great night. Vols win. Tardaria wins a national title. Cannot complain about that. Cannot complain about that. All right then, guys. Well, I'm out of here. You know, that's all there is to it. Appreciate all of you guys for being here. If you feel like helping out the channel at any point in due time, you can join the channel membership. There's also a Squidtard store in the description. You can check out. You can buy the Cool and Good hat or any of the other, like Squidtard orange shirt or something like that. But it's all in the description below. Whew. You know, got me working hard though. So I guess that pays for itself. That's free entertainment for some of you. Appreciate all of you guys for being here though. Appreciate all of you guys for standing around here and watching me do stupidity. Appreciate the guys who sent super chats. Young Man Connor, Scott Crawford, Wolverine. Yeah, appreciate you guys especially for the super chats. That really means a lot. That goes a long way towards the channel and a whole lot more. So I appreciate you guys for that. All right, fellas. Well, until next time, that'll be it for me. I'll see you guys on Monday with the Vol Star Podcast. And until then, thank you all for watching. And of course, power to Tar.